Our review was open and transparent. I want to acknowledge Melissa Hathaway, who is here, who is the Acting Senior Director for Cyberspace on our National Security Council. Who led the review team, as well as the Center for Strategic and International Studies Bipartisan Commission on Cybersecurity, and all who were part of our 60-day review team. They listened to a wide variety of groups, many of which are represented here today, and I want to thank for their input. Industry and academia, civil liberties, and private privacy advocates. We listened to every level and branch of government, from local to state to federal, civilian. Military, homeland, as well as intelligence, Congress, and international partners, as well. I consulted with my national security teams, my homeland security teams, and my economic advisors. Today I'm releasing a report on our review, and can announce that my administration will pursue a new comprehensive approach to securing America's digital infrastructure. This new approach starts at the top, with this commitment from me, from now on. Our digital infrastructure, the networks and computers we depend on every day, will be treated as they should be, as a strategic national asset. Protecting this infrastructure will be a national security priority. We will ensure that these networks are secure, trustworthy, and resilient. We will deter, prevent, detect, and defend against attacks and recover quickly from any disruptions or damage. To give these efforts the high-level focus and attention they deserve, and as part of the new Single National Security Staff announced this week, I'm creating a New office here at the White House that will be led by the Cybersecurity Coordinator. Because of the critical importance of this work, I will personally select this official. I'll depend on this official in all matters relating to cybersecurity. And this official will have my full support and regular access to me as we confront these challenges. Today, I want to focus on the important responsibilities this office will fulfill. Orchestrating and integrating all cybersecurity policies for the government. Working closely with the Office of Management and Budget to ensure agency budgets reflect those priorities. And, in the event of major cyber incident or attack, coordinating our response. To ensure that federal cyber policies enhance our security and our prosperity. My cybersecurity coordinator will be a member of the National Security Staff as well as the staff of my National Economic Council. To ensure that policies keep faith with our fundamental values, this office will also include an official with a portfolio specifically dedicated to safeguarding the privacy and civil liberties of the American people. There's much work to be done, and the report we're releasing today. Outlines a range of actions that we will pursue in 5 key areas. First, working in partnership with the communities represented here today. We will develop a new comprehensive strategy to secure America's information and communications networks. To ensure a coordinated approach across government, my cybersecurity coordinator will work closely with my Chief Technology Officer. Anish Chopra, and my Chief Information Officer, Vivek Kundra. To ensure accountability in federal agencies. Cybersecurity will be designated as one of my key management priorities. Clear milestones and performances metrics will measure progress. And as we develop our strategy, we will be open and transparent. Which is why you'll find today's report and a wealth of related information on our website, www.whitehouse.gov. Second, we will work with all the key players including state and local governments and the private sector to ensure an organized and unified response to future cyber incidents. Given the enormous damage that can be caused by even a single cyber attack, ad hoc responses will not do. Nor is it sufficient to simply strengthen our defenses after incidents or attacks. Occur. Just as we do for natural disasters, we have to have plans and resources in place beforehand sharing information. Issuing warnings and ensuring a coordinated response. Third, we will strengthen the public/private partnerships that are critical to this endeavor. The vast majority of our critical information infrastructure in the United States is owned and operated by the private sector. So let me be very clear, my administration will not dictate security standards for private companies. On the contrary, we will collaborate with industry to find technology solutions that ensure our security and promote prosperity. Fourth, we will continue to invest in the cutting-edge research and development necessary. For the innovation and discovery we need to meet the digital challenges of our time. And that's why my administration is making major investments in our information infrastructure. Laying broadband lines to every corner of America, building a smart electric grid to deliver energy more efficiently. Pursuing a next generation of air traffic control systems. And moving to electronic health records, with privacy protections, to reduce costs and save lives. And finally, we will begin a national campaign to promote cybersecurity awareness and digital literacy from our boardrooms to our classrooms, and to build a digital workforce for the 21st century. And that's why we're making a new commitment to education in math and science. And historic investments in science and research and development. Because it's not enough for our children and students to master today's technology's social networking. And emailing and texting and blogging, we need them to pioneer the technologies that will allow us to work effectively through these new media and allow us to prosper in the future. So these are the things we will do. Let me also be clear about what we will not do. Our pursuit of cybersecurity will not, I repeat, will not include monitoring private sector networks or internet traffic. We will preserve and protect the personal privacy and civil liberties that we cherish as Americans. Indeed, I remain firmly committed to net neutrality so we can keep the internet as it should be, open and free. The task I have described will not be easy. Some 1.5 billion people around the world are already online, and more are logging on every day. Groups and governments are sharpening their cyber capabilities. Protecting our prosperity and security in this globalized world is going to be a long, difficult struggle demanding patience and persistence over many years. But we need to remember, we're only at the beginning. The epochs of history are long: the agricultural revolution, the industrial revolution. By comparison, our information age is still in its infancy. We're only at Web 2.0. Now our virtual world is going viral. And we've only just begun to explore the next generation of technologies. That will transform our lives in ways we can't even begin to imagine. So a new world awaits, a world of greater security and greater potential prosperity if we reach for it, if we lead. So long as I'm President of the United States, we will do just that. And the United States, the nation that invented the internet, that launched an information revolution. That transformed the world, will do what we did in the 20th century and lead once more in the 21st. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Barack Obama. Dallas Police Memorial Address. Delivered July 12, 2016, Dallas, Texas. Mr. President and Mrs. Bush, my friend, the Vice President, and Dr. Biden, Mayor Rawlings, Chief Spiller, clergy, members of Congress. Chief Brown: I'm so glad I met Michelle first, because she loves Stevie Wonder. But most of all, to the families and friends and colleagues and fellow officers. Scripture tells us that in our sufferings there is glory. Because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope. Sometimes the truths of these words are hard to see. Right now. Those words test us. Because the people of Dallas, people across the country, are suffering. We're here to honor the memory, and mourn the loss, of 5 fellow Americans to grieve with their loved ones. To support this community, to pray for the wounded, and to try and find some meaning amidst our sorrow. For the men and women who protect and serve the people of Dallas, last Thursday began like any other day. Like most Americans each day, you get up, probably have too quick a breakfast. Kiss your family goodbye, and you head to work. But your work, and the work of police officers across the country, is like no other. For the moment you put on that uniform, you have answered a call that at any moment. Even in the briefest interaction, may put your life in harm's way. Lorne Aarons, he answered that call. So did his wife, Katrina, not only because she was the spouse of a police officer. But because she's a detective on the force. They have 2 kids.